Hello guys, once again it's Matt, and today we have another video. Thank you all the members of the patrons. Make sure to subscribe and let's get into it. We are trying to hit 50,000 subscribers. As always, make sure to subscribe to help out. And today we are doing some dogfights, an F-14B against an F-14A, to see if we can actually see any differences between them, you know? The B actually produces about 40 kilonewtons more power than the A in full afterburner, so it should be a lot better, you know, but it doesn't feel that much better, okay? First of all, just a disclaimer, we are not doing head-ons in these dogfights, just to make sure that when we kill each other, it's absolute sure that somebody won that engagement, okay? And another disclaimer is that I am not the best F-14 pilot ever. If you know the channel, if you followed me for a little bit, you know that I am a MiG pilot. What MiGs are? MiGs are light. They're nimble, light, and not quite the type of aircraft that I like to fly. The F-14 is, right? But still, even with that, you will notice some very strange things. I don't know if the flight model is done yet. It probably isn't. There are some people claiming we don't know about the data mines yet, so we will need to wait until all the data mines are done. But there were some people claiming that the F-14 got nerfed a little bit as well, so it might be that I'm just not accustomed to it. But I don't know, man. It really comes down to the pilot between these two aircraft. I flew against two pilots, you will see, and both of the times, each of the times that we kill each other, it was like one of us did a terrible mistake and you're dead. It's basically that. It doesn't change much from each other, which is very odd. I thought it was going to be very different from each other, you know? I thought the F-14B would just stomp the A, and it's really not the case. It's really kind of similar. And, you know, of course, as I said, I'm not the most expertise pilot ever in the F-14, but once an aircraft is actually that different from the other, you can actually see it in the dogfights, you know? We did a lot of rounds and I died a lot for him in other aircraft that we're going to do other videos about. So I took a little bit of time to actually get used to the F-14B. So there is this factor, right? But still, like, as you see right there, he can manage to just, like, stay in my tail sometimes. And it doesn't change the fact that the aircraft, they're basically at the same speed. And it appears that the extra engine of the B doesn't change much on conserving a little bit more of the energy. It feels like they are conserving the same energy, you know? It doesn't feel like it is very much different. Here we can see a very good option on the F-14B that you will see happening on all the dogfight videos that I will do with this aircraft. And that's just the fact that this thing has power, so vertical loops, vertical dogfights or anything like that, it really goes in favor to the F-14 just because it has a lot of power. So against the MiG-29, maybe not. The insta-turn on the MiG-29 makes it a lot easier for it to kill it. But against these more sluggish aircraft, against an other F-14 or even an F-16, it feels like it is a better option, right? So here try to just go a little bit vertical to just tip my toes in if I could manage to do like a full loop. And the speed was really bad, but I managed to get some speed while getting back, and then I went for it, you know? I went for the full loop, and we were running out of fuel, so yeah, and he just maintained the turn there. And then, you know, I just maintained a good energy here, took off the afterburner, put a little bit more flaps just to get a resolution on the shot, and I got him. But as you saw, I mean, it was basically one mistake and I was dead. And here it's another example. He was dead, I mean. And here it's an example of the other way around. I did a mistake there. I was too fast in the first turn, and basically I was dead. There is nothing I can do. If it is on your 6, you're basically dead. It is really weird, this thing. So I don't know, man. Yeah. It's problematic. I think it's too similar to the A. As I said, I mean, I don't know if it's supposed to be a lot different or if it's supposed to be you know, if it's better in high speeds, or what is the exact, you know, point of this, like changing the engine. Because in the dogfights, I mean, everything else is probably better, but in the dogfight itself right now, it feels very much the same, you know, as the F-14A. It's a sluggish aircraft that can do very well in the continuous turn, but it doesn't have a lot of instantaneous turn, you know. You will see that something like a MiG-29 will pull 3-4 more degrees of AOA at least, you know, and the turning will be a little bit more consistent initially as well. So, I don't know, it's problematic. I really don't have an answer for this kind of question of, is the F-14B any real better than the other one in the dogfight? It feels very much like the same right now. And it all comes down to the pilot. I think, yes, the B is better, but the changes are minimal, to be honest. It really is weird. Because everybody creates this ghost, this phantom, you know, of that the F-14B is going to be the best F-14 ever. The F-14A is already amazing, and the F-14B will be amazing. And to be honest, yes, they are amazing aircraft, but they are not as incredible as people normally put them to be. Don't get me wrong, it is one of the best aircraft in the game, and it will be one of the top dogs, if not the best aircraft in the game itself. The top dog, right? But I just feel like it's always overestimated how the F-14s will perform, and that kind of breaks a little bit from reality. And then when you try to fly something like this in DCS or in War Thunder, you just feel like it's not that big of a deal. It has its amazing perks, but it is still a very old design even, and a sluggish design, to be honest, which is something that I'm not really comfortable with, and I really much rather just have a lighter aircraft, just like the F-16 or the MiG-29, right? So, but that's just my personal opinion on it. And as you see, I mean, there's no clear winner here. We can win one or the other dogfight, but at the end of the day, I mean, look at this raid fight. It's basically the same. Of course, raid fights are not the only type of dogfights that you can do, right? But still, it is one that kind of proves the point that they are very similar. Because when an aircraft is really better than the other one, you can really feel it in a raid fight. You really does feel it. And I tested in many occasions, doing 1 circles and 2 circles, and I would say that it is really problematic in the instantaneous turn. The continuous turn is amazing against most of these aircraft, against the MiG-29, against the F-16. So the 2 circle would be better advised initially, and then try to do vertically some loops or anything like that. The power to 8, even though it's a very, very heavy aircraft, it has the engines to keep it up with it. And it's really cool, this kind of feeling of being really, really heavy, but you are really, really powerful as well at the same time, right? So, yeah, guys, I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think about it. I mean, still it's early days. Everything's subject to change. Keep an eye out. I will be covering against the MiG-29 and F-16 and maybe other aircraft in the upcoming days. But, yeah. As you see, very, very, very similar. And by the way, I'm using War Thunder real-time information. That's the extra stuff in the HUD there. So just for you to know, because everybody just asked for it. And if you're watching on Sunday, don't worry, I will be doing some more videos today, especially covering what is to come in the sense of the economics and stuff, and my opinion on it, on what is happening, okay? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe, and bye, guys. Yeah, one mistake and he's dead. It's just one mistake and you're dead in this aircraft. It's pretty weird. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and bye.